What's happening, everybody? Bring you today this mechanics roller seat with drawers from Pittsburgh Automotive that I got at Harbor Freight. And now, here are some product photos from Harbor Freight for you to enjoy. This thing was about $55, and after their 20% off coupon, wound up being like 43 or something like that. It was a pretty good deal, I would say, because I was searching for one of these on eBay, online, all over the place, and it seemed as though they were all identical, with the difference being what's printed on the top of the seat. But the cheapest one on eBay was like $65, almost $70. So then I stumbled onto this guy online on Google Shopping, and I thought that I might as well go pick one up since I needed a chair for my garage. And this holds the tools and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and crack into this guy right here. We have our trusty Milwaukee knife, and let's just go ahead and crack into it. And I apologize in advance for only using one hand. All right. This is what it looks like on top, and there's nothing that I can take out with one hand here, so let me pop this guy out of the box and we'll be right back. Okay, so this is what came in the box. I believe it has it's supposed to have wheels on it, so I think let's search what kind of surprises we got here. So, have the owner's manual. This is nice. It has this little, if I can pull it up, it's actually not so thin. Liner here, drawer liner. Each drawer holds, is supposed to hold 22 pounds. So, that's very decent. 66 pounds between the three drawers. I mean, how many tools do you really need to have in your chair? So, this is lined as well. The drawers, they need some pressure to get them to lock in, which is good if you're sitting on the chair. But if it's just out on its own and you're trying to close a drawer, and it's got wheels on it, that might be a issue closing it with one hand, but I don't think it's a real problem. See, this right away I'm not a fan of, how they had to move the liner out of the way to be able to fit the box, but then you got this happening. That's not cool. I mean, I want everything looking nice and neat and perfect like this. I hate to see something like this. It's a small detail, and it's gonna flatten out, obviously, as I store stuff on it, but I mean, look, there's a nick right there. There's one more over there. Not great. I mean, tools are gonna be laying on it. It's gonna get damaged anyway. I know all of this stuff. It's just when you get something brand new, you want it to be, nice, new. You want it to be new. Let me go ahead and pop this guy open. See if I can get away with doing it with one hand. Yes, I can. Alright. So, we have wheels, which are, you know, your basic caster. Okay, and the hardware kit. And let's put this guy together. Okay, so step number one here is to put the wheels into the trays. So you use these sleeve nuts, the wheels, the casters, and the side tray frame. The side tray frame is this guy right here. The casters are right here, and I was looking for the sleeve nuts, and they are attached. So, hang on 1 second, I'll show you what that looks like. This just unscrews and goes from the top, and this guy has a square, how do I show it to you? See that? It's got a square shape at the top of it or at the bottom, whatever you want to call that, but that's to fit into that square shape right there. So hang on, let me do these and I'll show you what that looks like. So take the wheel, take the flare nut off or whatever that's called, stick it on the bottom until the square shapes match up. Then screw this in from the top. Then when you go to tighten with the provided Allen wrench, make sure the square didn't pop out and you're not tightening against the spot that's not inside the square. So here we go. And there you have the finished product of step one right there. So for this next part, flip the chair upside down, the body frame, what do they call it? Body frame. That's the big guy right there. Turn it upside down. You will notice there are two holes on both sides, which correspond with the two holes on each of the, what do they call that guy? The side tray frame. So, what we do is, this one-handed operation is hard, but basically, you just line it up like so, and throw the bolts through them. Now, the bolts seemed like they were different sizes to me, but I may be wrong about that. So, you got that guy there, the other one goes on the other side, and just bolt it through. The bolt comes facing towards the top. So the bolt goes through the support frame first, then through the body. Okay. So it says here, oh, by the way, it's magnetic. You see what a little bit of reading does? Check this out right here. The tray liner sort of thing. That's connected by that one piece to the actual side table tray. That's magnetic, so stuff is not really gonna, you know, it's gonna stick, which is nice. Anyway, the bolts seem to be different sizes, as you can see here, and I don't really understand how or why one would go into another. No idea. Let me try to bolt these things on, and we'll go from there. Okay, it has dawned on me why the bolts are different lengths. 4 are longer, 4 are shorter, because only 4 have to go through this support bar. So they need to be longer to clear the thickness of the bar. The others are going in this hole, which don't have to clear anything. That's why they're shorter. Okay, everything is buttoned up, tightened up. Here we have a nice little clip to hold these babies up, or have them, well, it's upside down right now, so it's not gonna hold, but if you want them to stay up while you're using it, has a little clip there, prevents them from opening. But here is, it's on both sides, by the way. So everything is tightened right up. The outer bolts go through the side tray, through the washer, through the body of the what do they call it? The body frame itself, washer and nut. The inner ones go through the support bar side tray frame, the frame. So support bar, side tray frame, it's hard to remember all these part names, the body frame, then the nut, then the bolt. That's why they're different sizes. So the bigger size bolts, which you will see them in the bag, it's clear which ones are longer, go into the inner ones to support the frame. Shorter bolts go into the outer. So that's basically step 2. Now the drawing makes it look super complicated because they included that rear picture of that rear tray that's going in step 3. So step 2 is just to get these side trays installed. So now we got the wheels. Because of the side trays, we got the wheels, and everything is buttoned up tight. It is secured, it's in, and tag can officially come off. And now it's time to secure the rear tray. The rear tray seems to be a pretty simple thing to do. You have the hole right there on both sides. You have these metallically threaded support nuts since built in. So, and we have our 2 little guys left over here, our Allen wrench, and that's pretty much all we need. The only instructions are put 2 bolts through, and basically you're done. So let me go ahead and put that through, and we'll be right back. So that Allen wrench that I had laying next to those nuts, it was not the correct tool because those are Phillips heads. So got the trusty Milwaukee ratchet screwdriver. That's in. Okay, so that's been installed, and now there it is. And that's all there is to it. There you have it, guys. The chair is put together. Now I can roll around in the garage. Got a little bit of a tool storage in the back. Got these awesome drawers here in the front. Ready to go. And we've got the magnetic trays on the side. Well, that's all there is for this one. Thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe buttons, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.